get ready with me while I tell you why staying at a hostel is literally the best thing you can do. I have travelled with people, I've travelled on my own, I've travelled to about 34 countries now, so I've travelled quite a bit, so I can tell you a thing or two about travel. I love staying at hostels, but not for the reasons you might think. If you want to make friends while you're solo travelling, and for someone like me who's quite extroverted but does enjoy solo travelling, meeting people at hostels and then becoming friends with them is so much easier. Joining a walking group or a tour or something from your hostel, or like a social night at your hostel, is like honestly the best way to find people to do things with in a new country. If you think safety is a concern, staying in a female dorm in a hostel that has a bathroom in the room is such a good way to mitigate that risk. And you stay at like a hotel or even an Airbnb and people know you're going in and out on your own, always that added risk. In a hostel, when there's so many people, it's hard to like figure out who's there and who's not. In a female only dorm room and you've got a bathroom within your room, it honestly mitigates that risk so much. I normally look for not the cheapest hostel, but like a hostel that has the amenities that I'm looking for, with breakfast that's already included, and it's usually like a buffet breakfast with quite a decent spread of things you can choose from. I look for what the social activities are, and I make sure I don't look at like a party hostel. For usually the ones that like also might have like expats or like people in business or people working, you know, away from home for a little bit, because it kind of ensures that you have nicer amenities. The people that work at hostels are usually younger and they're usually also well traveled. So I feel like if I don't know where to go for recommendations or advice for like food spots or vibey places to have a drink or meet someone, I think they are like really good places to find out more information about that city. On most of the reviews for a hostel, you usually get a pretty accurate representation of what it's like, so you can kind of pick out the clean ones over like the more trashy party ones. My friend Alicia gifted me this new palette, so I'm going to try a few different things just to spice it up a little bit. Probably will end up with the same sort of look, so let's see how we go. Finally, hostels are located in more central locations, so I find commuting to a hostel is so much easier than finding like random Airbnbs in a new city. Sometimes it's so hard to get into your Airbnb, you have no communication with the owner or the one renting it out. Also, hostels are usually open 24/7, so you can usually just like check in like whenever, so I find that's a lot easier as well. Also, I just got my eyebrows laminated, which is like my favorite feeling because it always feels like it's so done, and I don't think I need to put like any makeup on it. Like I think it's just holding, which is so nice. Anyways, that's my experience on hostel living. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.